dive into why that may be the case. Wentz had an inconsistent first season with the Colts, especially when you look at total QBR. There are some bright spots, and Wentz had 4 games with a QBR over 80. He also had 4 games with a QBR below 30. And the lasting memory for Colts fans is obviously Week 18, when they lost to the Jaguars, when Wentz posted a QBR of 4. That's right, 4 out of 100, the lowest in his career. So, Jeff, I think it's probably clear where this is heading, but what are the Colts' plans for Carson Wentz?
Well, first of all, Chris Mortensen, everything that he reported, I continue to hear the same things out of Indy and around the league, is that I would expect him to be released or traded. A trade market for him feels like a tricky
Good luck.
dilemma. Yeah, I don't necessarily see that happening. But the Colts, as much as we want to look at Carson Wentz from a talent perspective, the Colts also didn't necessarily fall in love with him from the leadership perspective. And I'm not suggesting that he's a bad leader. I'm just saying that he didn't necessarily reach the level of the bar that maybe they had hoped for. So I think that this is a scenario where they're not happy with him and they would like to explore other possibilities. Damien's laughing because he's just trying to dance around this one and be nice right now.
No, I'm not. No, I'm gonna keep it. Listen, if anyone who knows me, I'm gonna keep it all the way real right now. The fact that you're talking about they didn't know about his leadership. Like Frank Wright was with them in Philly.
No, they know about it, but I don't think that it necessarily blossomed the way they had hoped.
Listen, I know in the meeting before I said Carson Wentz, you probably got to bring him back because who you gonna replace him with? But I just get this. I think the Indianapolis Colts was sold on Frank Wright, I can get this guy in the 2017 Carson Wentz. I can get that guy back.
Right.
That guy is gone. That guy is not only gone, he's long gone.
Yep.
And what we saw from the Indianapolis Colts down the stretch, I could say the whole season, that team was led by Jonathan Taylor and their defense. And what we saw from Carson Wentz down the stretch, particularly the last couple games, the dude just couldn't make plays. He couldn't make plays. And with a roster that's talented that the Colts have, you got to be able to maximize the talent that you have on that roster.
Yeah. D-Wood, I see it differently, and here's why. I'm not saying he's perfect, but with 2 games to go, this team was headed to the playoffs. He did play well against Vegas, certainly did not play well against Jacksonville, but neither did their defense. This is a hugely consequential year for Frank Reich, their head coach, Chris Ballard, their GM. They've assembled a very good team. And who are you going to get that's going to come in the first year for that new quarterback that should play better than Carson Wentz being with Frank Reich for another year in the same system? So I understand the inconsistencies, but one of the threshold questions you have to ask yourself as an organization, who exactly are you going to get in there that's going to be better?
Jimmy G is better.
My man.
Jimmy G is better. Ooh, I would take Jimmy G over him.
There you go, Damien.
Over Carson Wentz.
Now we're talking.
I mean, if they were on the precipice of the playoffs, Jimmy G probably would have got him over the top rather than Carson Wentz.
You know why? He's a stabilizing force for that organization. Like, Jimmy might have his flaws in his game himself, but I think he comes in there and is a stabilizing force for that team. Down the stretch, I mean, I was at that Jaguars game, and I was standing on the sideline that whole time watching Carson Wentz. The vibe wasn't there, man. I'm not trying to, act like I'm part of the team or in the organization, but my eyes were open. The vibe wasn't there.
Sure.
Jimmy G, man. Jimmy G to Indy.
Clutch productions is a real trait that the evaluators are looking at with quarterbacks. And so, Mike, I ask you this. Let's play that Jimmy G hypothetical out one step further. If he becomes available, which you would think he would be given Trey Lance's future in San Francisco, is that a quarterback that Indy should target?
Yes, but I don't understand why he would be available. I am really hard-pressed to understand why a really good team like the 49ers would let him go. When we saw all the injuries all year long at the quarterback position, why not make that a position of strength? Let him and Trey Lance battle it out, let the best player play, and over a 17-game season, they're going to need contributions from both quarterbacks, and it's a team that could go to the Super Bowl.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.